Hello, and welcome here to Dover Motor Speedway. We got 125 laps here tonight with the Inspired Racing League and the Inspired Cup Series. A little look around this racetrack. What a beautiful raceway this is. Taking a little look here, I want to say a big thank you to Moza Racing. Looking for a new setup or ports for one? We are now an affiliate partner with Moza Racing. Using our link, you will help earn money for the league, which goes towards live broadcast, streams, and general costs. Thank you in advance for using our link when you shop Moza. Big shout out to Inspired Marketing LLC as well. And that code there, check it out. It's going to be mozaracing.com and then a little dash question mark ref ref = Inspired iRacing League. And then thank you W Energy. Use code Inspired iRacing League over there for 10% off all your W Energy as well. Big shout out Mad Performance Paints. And as we say, thank you to all those partners. Let's jump up our race info here tonight for the Dover Motor Speedway Season 3, round number 12 of the Inspired Cup Series. Dover Motor Speedway, a mile racetrack, about 40 feet of elevation, 39 to be exact, and 1.02 miles to be exact on the length. 35 mile an hour pit speed road limit. So it's definitely going to be a little bit slow here tonight. Track temp is up to 91 degrees, so it's a little bit warm. 75 out in the air, so it's a pretty nice day, but those cars out there on the track heating it up for sure. 13 mile an hour to the west-northwest for your wind. Driver's going to be on the fixed setups here for all the Inspired Racing League races. From Cup to Platinum Trucks to Thunder, all fixed setups here in Inspired Racing League. 5 additional sets of tires here in pit road. These Gen 6 Cup Series cars here for the Inspired Racing Cup Season 3. 100% fuel load. And of course, Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Push the Edge Productions. Thank you for being here. We're going to have another Mad Performance Paints giveaway here tonight. We're going to once again pick for the winner. We're picking for the winner here at the end of the race. Picks are going to end at lap number 65. So get those picks out in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. If you're over on the Push the Edge Productions YouTube, make sure you hop over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube or Inspired Racing League. I think you can find it both ways, but the handle, technically iRacing League, but I think you can find them both ways. So make sure you head over there to their channel to get that vote in. But appreciate you if you're here with us. If you're over there on the league YouTube, thank you very much for stopping by. And big shout out Mad Performance Paints giving us the chance to give away some liveries to some drivers out here. Super stoked there on that one. A few minutes left here in practice. About 4 minutes remaining. Good look at that victory lane here at Dover Motor Speedway. That brick wall, the drivers who will end up there in victory lane today. That's going to be your pick for our giveaway. So definitely make sure you get that pick in. Let's take a look at that championship top 5 and where they are in practice here. See Hauser up in second, leading the championship points. Coming into Dover. Fisher down in 20th right now. Peyton Boyle up to 7th. They're coming in 3rd. Travis Farmer in that 13 back in 8th. And Josh Henderson in that 17, he is up to 13th, coming in 5th here in the points. Let's go ahead and take a look at those points. Mike Hauser up on top of that list. Elijah Fisher, Peyton Boyle, Travis Farmer, Josh Henderson. We just spoke about those top 5. But let's take a look a little bit down the list. Daniel Lehman, Cade Cannon, Jeffrey Peppers, Trent Jones, Stephen Henning Jr., Ty Stone, Thomas Hernandez, Justin Greenlee, Jess Story, Bobby Holloman, Joe White, Bobby Hadaway, Levi Ramsey, Ty Mosley, and Clayton Davis. They're your top 20. Quite a few starts for a lot of these drivers. Anywhere from 9 to 7 to 11 here on most of this list here. See just how many top 10s, top 5s, a few multiple winners here for the Cup Series this season. Mike Hauser and Elijah Fisher, the only 2 drivers to get multiple wins here this season so far. Travis Farmer, Josh Henderson, Daniel Lehman, Cade Cannon, Trent Jones, and Jess Story all taking home a win here, season number 3. So a really cool look a little deeper there into the points and just how they sit. Get to look at just how many bonus points they've gotten. Exactly the changes from last race. You get to see how many provisionals they've already used. Really awesome new look at into that championship points. Love to have this new graphic here. A few weeks old now, but I'm really loving using it because we are, I think, 6 races away from that championship chase format starting here in Cup Series. And the top 10 going to be those drivers that's going to be getting through. But let's take a look here at practice. Pull up the best times. Colton Ward up on top of the board there. 22:31. Mike Hauser with a 22:33. And Austin Hunn, Jess Story, Daniel Lehman, Aaron Stanton, Peyton Boyle, Travis Farmer, Cade Cannon, Carter Schwab, Miguel Carrera, Caden Perkins, Josh Henderson, Levi Ramsey, Joseph Maddox, Maxwell Tigner, Hayden Williams, Trent Green, Thomas Hernandez, Elijah Fisher, Chris Lyota, Jeff Peppers, Justin Greenlee, Bobby Hadaway, Joe White, William Carter, Jackson Hadaway, Sean Hamilton, Luis Descartes, Crispy Lou, Carson Collins, Bobby Holloman, and Ty Wilson. 32 drivers out here currently. Qualifying about to come to a close here, though. So while we get ready to go to qualifying, let's break away side by side. We will be right back. Welcome back here to Dover Motor Speedway. Qualifying beginning here right now. No qualifying times up on the board quite yet, but let's see who's out here making some laps. See that 43 of Mike Hauser out there. Go ahead, we'll pull that tower down because we want to see when that first time jumps out there. Oh, a little bit of a blip there from the 43. Josh Henderson in the 17 as well. Look over that Austin Hunn, number 95. Austin up to the top of the board, first driver on the list. So then we jump back, Carter Schwab in that 63. Josh Henderson jumped up to second. Cade Cannon there in the 9. He jumps up to third. Levi Ramsey in the 6th. Jumping up to that 5th spot, Luis Descartes. Crispy Lou up there in that 19. Flow Sports Machine up to 7th. Jackson Hadaway back to 9th in the 7 machine. That Sprite sponsored Hot Rod up to 13th for Maxwell Tigner. That Lowe's 26. Bobby Hadaway in 15th in that 22. $52, excuse me. I think I said 22. Definitely wrong number there, but jump over. Nope, don't want to show me. See. Daniel Lehman in the 10 jumping up to 2nd. Looks like Jess Story in that 92 jumping to the top spot. We see Travis Farmer way loose coming off of 4. He jumps up to 9th. Hayden Perkins out there in that 54. He jumps up to 12th. Looks like Elijah Fisher. That 16 machine, he jumps up to 12th, pushing Caden back to 13th. Hayden Williams out on the track in the 1. He's back in the 18th spot. Make that 17. Chris Lyotta in the 69 making his way out there. He's up in the 16th spot currently. See Justin Greenlee back in 22nd. Oh, not wanting to cooperate. That's all right. That 61 Green Kings, Sean Hamilton, Pushhead Sim Sports machine looking pretty good. He's back in 23rd currently. Jump back that 18 of Colton Ward. Starting 24th, not yet to set a lap quite yet. So Sean Hamilton, that pushed that Sim Sports number 61 up to 20th. See Peppers in the 21, that Jeff Peppers machine. He's out there trying to put down some laps. It looks like Holloman in that 48 Rockstar machine. That is one slick looking ride right there for Bobby Holloman. So the top 5 right now, Jess Story, Daniel Lehman, Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon, Thomas Hernandez, Carter Schwab, Levi Ramsey, Austin Hunt, Travis Farmer, and Miguel Carrera, your top 10. Peppers up to 16th. It's like he jumped up a bit from where he was at there. It's like Holloman, the last car out here on the racetrack right now. Down into turn number 1. He jumped up to, no, that's the first time lap. It looks like loose. They're off a 2 out. Oh, big blink there for the 48. Gotta love that chrome spec map there on the 48. That's looking pretty sharp there. Definitely reflecting quite a bit of light. So the 48, that first lap, did that not count? No, that did not count. Not sure why, but... Oh, well, qualifying rolling to end. We're going to go side by side one more time. We are going to be right back. Back out here, getting ready to kick things off here at Dover Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead, take a look here at the field. Oh, there we go. We're going to look at that starting grid here tonight. Jess Story out in front. Daniel Lehman starting to his outside row number 1. Row 2, Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon rolling off there just inside the top 5. Thomas Hernandez, Carter Schwab going to be rolling off row number 3. Here in row 4, Levi Ramsey, Austin Hunn sharing row number 4. Rounding out our top 10, row 5 here, Travis Farmer, Miguel Carrera. Great top 10 starting position here at Dover. Peyton Boyle, Elijah Fisher there, row number 6. Joseph Maddox and Caden Perkins, row number 7. Josh Henderson and Jeff Pepper's going to be rolling off row number 8. Here in row number 9, Crispy Lou and Chris Lyota. Luis Descartes, there in that 19, Crispy Lou. Hayden Williams, Jackson Hadaway. Row number 10 rounding out our top 20 here. And then row 11, Sean Hamilton, Maxwell Tigner. See the field making their way out to the racetrack. Starting pace laps, Bobby Hadaway, Justin Greenlee there, row number 12. And row 13, Colton Ward and Aaron Stanton. Trent Green in that 07, and William Carter there in row 14. Row 15, Bobby Holloman, Ty Wilson rounding out our top 30. Stacked field of drivers, Joe White and Carson Collins there in row number 16. Definitely quite a lot of drivers. That's rounding out our field. A lot of drivers out here tonight, I'll tell you what. But those lights are out. Not yet. Nope. Next time they're going to be out. Sorry. Coming off of turn 4. I thought he was about to dive down in there to pit lane. And we are getting started already, but not quite. One more time around this Dover Motor Speedway. Big shout out everybody here live with us. Caitlin, thank you. Supply me that sweet tea. I saw that. I appreciate you. Love you, babe. Teresa, thank you for being out there. Cody Jacobs, thank you for stopping by. Cage Eagle, Rob, Harvick to win. Scott, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Stopping by. We see Emma out in the chat. Hello, hello. Let's see. Also saw Inspired Bookkeeper climb the grid. Appreciate you being here. The Mad One stopping by, and Neckerbecky out there as well. Appreciate you all here tuning in. Push Edge Productions. We're live on YouTube right now. We're also live over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Make sure you head over there to get that vote in, because the Mad Performance Paints giveaway, that is happening tonight. If you pick the winner here from Dover Motor Speedway correctly out in the chat, you will come home with a livery. If you're a fan, you can give it to your favorite driver. If you're a driver, you can gift it or take it for yourself. But we are getting ready to go green. Daniel Lehman, Jess Story out on that front row. Off into turn number 4, the restart zone. We are green flag at Dover Motor Speedway. Side by side. A little bit of contact back there in the back of the field. I saw the 6. I think that was Chris Lyota. The 69, excuse me. He got a big wiggle there. Not quite sure what happened, but definitely spreading the field out there in the back. That was a big wiggle out back. But out front, Jess Story was able to pull ahead and grab that lead right now. Right out in front of that 10 of Lehman. Got Cannon, Hauser, Hernandez in your top 5. Schwab, Ramsey, Farmer, Boyle, and Hunn, your top 10. See quite a bit of single file here throughout the field. So really curious. A lot of these drivers already single file, trying to get some laps in here. Take a look. Where's our best battles? Right now, White's one of them. Looking back, that 42 machine jumped up there in a close battle. Farmer and Boyle right now here in a pretty tight one. Yeah, that is a pretty tight battle. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Peyton Boyle, Travis Farmer right now battling it out. down that back straightaway. The 95 of Austin Hunt, he's not far behind as well. Take a look at that battle now. Austin Hunt assuming that position as he goes to the inside there of Farmer. They're side by side. And it looks like Hunt's been faster the last few laps. He gets that pass done right as I pull up that head-to-head display. Great job there by him getting by that number 13 of Travis Farmer cleanly. Up front, Story still holding on to that race lead right now. Lehman behind Cannon, Hauser, and Hernandez. Still our top 5, single file for the majority of the field right now. Utilizing a few different lines there in the turns, but down those straightaways, these drivers definitely not getting too much side by side right now. Trying to let this race come to them. See a lot of drivers kind of picking up that single file right through the middle. Not really too high, not too low. Here at Dover, a progressively banked racetrack. So a little bit more banked up at the top than it is in the middle, at the bottom. Utilizing that progressive bacon there in the middle. Watching that 87, Joseph Maddox try to go to work. They're on the 63 of Carter Schwab. This is just inside that top 10 right now. Maddox up in 10th. Farmer in that 13 just behind. Back in 11th. See that 87 diving down low, trying to find some air there. All the way down low. I think he made some contact with the wall. That 63 of Schwab out of turn number 2 that last time by. That was really interesting. Great looking Roku machine for Joseph Maddox in that 87. Looking a little farther back, that 20 of Miguel Carrera up on the high side. He makes his way around that 54 of Caden Perkins. A little farther ahead. Cade Cannon going to work on this number 10 for second. That's Daniel Lehman. Lap number 11 here. Let's take a look. Our championship top 5. Where are they running here early? Start of the first run here. Hauser up in 4th. Fisher up in 17th. Boyle up to 6th. Quite a few of these drivers just almost within the top 5. Almost 2 of them there. And then the rest all within the top 20. Fisher 17th. Farmer just outside of the top 10. There in 11th. And Henderson back in 15th as well. Take a look back here. They are a little bit single file. A little more spread out back here right now. Trying to find a tight battle right now. Up front, though, watching Cade Cannon. He's trying to get around that number 10. It looks like Jeffrey Peppers in that 21. The first driver to go a lap down, if I'm not mistaken. Looks that way. Looks like Sean Hamilton finding his way into the pits as well. Few drivers finding their way down on pit lane here early. See if we can take a look. Find out what happened here. Look at that 61 Sean Hamilton down there on the bottom. Peppers down there on the inside, taking it into pit lane. Not really seeing quite what happens here. Letting some drivers by. Not sure. At 69 of Lyota also involved there in something because he's back in 27th as well. Awesome looking paint scheme there on that 69 machine. I'll tell you what. Wilson on his way back home from work, from what I hear, out in the chat from Scott. So Wilson not quite at the ready. Looking at Mike Hauser. They're in that 43. He's up in that top 5. Thomas Hernandez. They're in that 77 just behind him. Also there in the top 5 as well. That Bass Pro Shops. Number 77. Trying to go to work here. Looking at those gaps. Top 3 drivers all separated by just about a half a second out front. Few seconds back, about a little over half a second back to Hauser. And they're all separated by not much at all. We see some battles going on out here. Peyton Boyle getting in on that action. Side-by-side battles here. This is all within the top 10. Peyton up in 7th. Austin Hunt in that 95, who was just side-by-side with that 77 Hernandez. Go ahead and do a top 10 rundown. How they stand right now. Out in front, your race leader. It's like that Dubby sponsor, Jess Story. Doing a great job so far. Looks like leading all 19 of the 20 laps here so far. So really great job. Get out in front and do what he needs to do to lead all those laps. Jumping back to second, that number 10, Daniel Lehman. He's also doing a pretty good job out here as well. A little farther back, that 9 of Cade Cannon. He's right now fighting with that 43 of Mike Hauser. And this battle is starting to brew. Mike Hauser right there in 4th. He's moving his way through the field because Hund was 5th and Hernandez was 4th. But Hauser working his way back through here. So Hernandez, your top 5 driver, rounding out our top 5. Hunt on the move to make that him in that 5th position. We are 2 wide, 2 by 2. Looks like Hunt was able to clear Hernandez there. But Hauser and Cannon still side by side. Just a little farther up ahead here. Oh, big wiggle from the 77. A little farther back here. Peyton Boyle in that number 3 machine. He's currently up in 7th. Up in 8th, Levi Ramsey. He's trying to get around that number 3 there. Trying to find that air. Oh, yellow flag! Yellow flag is out on the speedway. Oh, no. Looks like Bobby Holloman. They're involved. Let's take a look. Take it a little farther back. Oh, he's just entering pit row, I believe. No, he lost it himself. I don't think that's what caused it. See what happened here. Miguel Carrera. Oh, I think that is indeed what did cause it. Let's take it back one more time. Whoop. Excuse me. One more time. Oh, the 18 Colton Ward and that 20 of Carrera. Coming together there. Definitely hard into that outside wall. Not what you'll want to see. Yeah, I believe that 20 is the one. Ooh, bringing out that caution. Going back to pit lane. Very unfortunate. Caution flag. Number 1 out on the speedway. Wow. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race recap. That's our first caution. Drivers making their way down pit lane now. 26 laps complete of our scheduled 125. Just a little under 100 to go. Jess Story was still out in front. Let's take a peek here where he comes back out. Real curious what happens there, but we are going to be right back. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of that sweet tea Caitlin was so generous to come give me. I'm going to be right back. Stick around. Some green flag action from Pushed Edge Productions here, Dover Motor Speedway. Stick around. We will be right back. Back here at the Dover Motor Speedway. Hello, and welcome back. Want to give a big thank you to the sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC. W Energy, make sure you use that code Inspired iRacing League. 10% off there for W Energy. Mad Performance Paints, big shout out to doing that giveaway. I appreciate you guys very much. And Moser Racing coming aboard. Appreciate you guys as well. Make sure you use that Inspired iRacing League link we got out there in the logo. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, but we are about to kick this thing back off. Lights are out on the pace car. The track, too tough to tame, Dover Motor Speedway. Miles outside, gonna grab that car up if you're not too careful. Coming out of turn number 3 into turn 4. That pace car down into pit lane. Jess Story, Daniel Lehman gonna lead us back to green flag racing one more time. We are looking at green flag. Back out. A little bit of a lag there on that inside lane. Backing it up a little bit. Looks like Lehman falling back to third there on that early restart. Quite a bit of battles happening here right now. Side by side, 3 wide. Here at Dover, Maddox out on the outside. Cannon some contact there with Ramsey. Once again, Boyle now on the outside. This is getting spicy. Cannon finding his way back side by side. Double file. Wow, that just got intense here on lap number 29. I'm going to tell you what. Wow, that was some great racing. But out in front, looks like Jeff Story in that 92, starting to pull away Lehman all the way 0.6 of a second behind already. And then Hauser, Hund, Ramsey, your top 5. Maddox, Boyle, and Fisher. Cannon and Ward, your top 10. Wow, these drivers definitely putting it all on the line here tonight. See that bright gold number. So no! Out into the wall. Very, very hard. That was Austin Hunn. Yellow flag is back out. That 95. What a brutal hit right there. I heard it. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can find that one. Don't think that one's got a thing for me. So let's take a look. Oh no. Oh boy, yeah, that sure was a hard hit for Hund. Wow, oh wow, what a hit. Let me take that back one more time. Absolutely incredible. You want to find a different view? Let's find here. Nope. Whoop. Oh man. Try this from the get-go. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, he was already loose. The 6, Levi Ramsey. Kind of nothing to do. Let's take it a little farther back this time. I want to kind of see here from this view what happened. Oh, a little bit of a touch from that number 6. Get some sideways and then out into the wall. See, we would not have seen that. Take it back one more time. I'm going to take it from this angle. Wind just a little bit further. Here we go. Watching that 95, center of your screen, that number 6. Diving that car down on the inside. He kind of moves down. Nope, not even moves down. The 6 just making contact and putting that 95 up in the wall, unfortunately. It's like he's back on pit road. Heavy damage for Austin Hunn. Wow, that was a very, very hard hit. Second caution flag out for tonight, lap number 33. So you got a lot of laps left to get those votes in for the Mad Performance Paints giveaway. Little look at those drivers making their way around 3 and 4. Lights still out on that pace car. Jess Story in that 92 leading the way right now. Doing a great job out in front, leading, I think, all of the laps here so far. Lehman doing pretty good back in second. And that Mountain Dew Baja Blast number 10 machine as well. Hauser up in the top 5. Levi Ramsey just made some contact there with Austin Hunn, but what can you do? Joseph Maddox up there in the top 5. Peyton Boyle, Colton Ward, Elijah Fisher as well up there in the top 10. Taking a look at that top 10, Jess Story, Daniel Lehman up there on the top. Restarting the front row, Levi Ramsey, Mike Hauser, Joseph Maddox, Peyton Boyle, Colton Ward, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Josh Henderson. Your top 10 as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing one more time here. Dover Motor Speedway. Taking a look at the drivers here under Payson. We are double file. The lights are out on that pace car. See that car dive down there in the pit lane. We are ready to fire things back up here at the Monster Mile. Green flag back out of the air. Jess Story, a great jump out in front. What a great way to capitalize. Almost 3 wide right away on the restart. Can you believe it there? Back here, still side by side, quite a bunch of cars trying to work their way up through the racetrack right now. See that 63 Carter Schwab on that outside of that 19. That's Crispy Lou there, down there in the 19, making the pass down there on that bottom side. Able to get that thing hooked up there pretty good. Cade Cannon in the 9 up there, a little bit of a defensive move there on Crispy. Taking a look though, Colton Ward, just how many positions that driver has moved up through the field. Currently up in the top 10, up in 8th right now. And moved up 17 spots. So currently our biggest mover here right now as they're standing. Let's go ahead with that biggest mover. Let's see. Jump on board real quick with Colton Ward. 171, 172 as we enter turn number 3. Great look at just how much speed these Gen 6 Cup cars are taking on here at Dover. 172, 3, 4, 5. I think I saw 175. They're entering turn number 3. Taking a look. That 43 of Mike Hauser up in 5th. Real good look at when what he's doing there in that 43 up ahead as well. Great look at just how those drivers are doing here. And exactly how much mile per hour RPM they're carrying. Seriously impressive here. Just how much speed these drivers carrying. Jump up front here with Jess Story out the rear bumper. Looking at Levi Ramsey there in that number 6 machine. Story so far led 39 of the 40 laps. Watching that number 6 there, Levi Ramsey. See just how many sparks are getting thrown up. Not really affecting the race cars, but definitely an interesting little touch here. Down to the bottom goes that number 6 machine. Side by side for your race lead. Down into turn number 1. This is getting exciting. Still side by side. This battle starts to heat up. Ramsey down to the bottom. A big wiggle. Loose. Story up on that high side. Able to carry that momentum right now. Pulling ahead ever so slightly. Trying to close that gap. Able to close the door there on Ramsey out in front. Story doing a great job leading the field here right now. What a good job. Taking a look, next week we head over to Charlotte for 167 laps with the Inspired Cup Series. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a little bit exciting as we still watch Ramsey dive back down to the bottom of Story here. And that is for your race lead right now. Yellow flag. Yellow flag comes back out. Was Ramsey able to capture that race lead right before the yellow came out. Oh no. Looks like Travis Farmer in that number 13 might be involved here in this one. Taking a look, we see that 77. I think that was net lag. There, the 77 turning that 13. It wasn't even in contact. That one may have very well been net lag. Not entirely sure. Don't call me on it quite yet. Take another look here. Rewind it. But that one looked fairly suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I see a gap. Yeah, there is no touch in there. It might have just came around. I think that one may have been a little bit of network issues for either that 13 or the 77. But either way, the 13 of Farmer, a little bit of a scuff there with that inside wall. Taking one more look at it here from a different angle. See just how hard he hit. I don't think it was too very hard. I think that one's going to buff out. That one's going to be all right. But while we got a moment, one more chance. I need some more sweet tea. Let's replenish my mouth. But before I go, I want to give a big thank you to Mad Performance Paints for the giveaway, of course, and everything that they do for the Inspired Racing League. Big shout out W Energy. Make sure you use code Inspired iRacing League for 10% off all your W Energy. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC, everything that you guys do here for the league. And Moza Racing, big shout out to them. Make sure you follow that link up there in the logo in that top right. But stick around. We are going to be right back with some green flag action from Dover Motor Speedway, the Inspired Cup Series here and the Inspired Racing League. We will be right back. Hello, and welcome back here, Dover Motor Speedway. Once again, caution flag number 3 out here for the night. Taking a look at our race recap. 47 laps complete, so we got time ticking away. We got about a little over 15, 17, 18 laps here to pick that vote for that Mad Performance Paints giveaway. Elijah Fisher in that 16 out in front. Jess Story, that 92. Going to be leading us back to the green flag pace car down into pit lane. We are going back racing. Elijah Fisher up there in that 16, controlling the field as we get ready to go back green. That flag back out in the air here. And that 16 doing a great job pulling out ahead of the field. What a great job, side by side, all the way throughout that field right now. But Elijah Fisher able to pull up and advance out in front. He's out front, leading some laps now. That 16 able to do some strategy. I do believe he did not pit that last caution flag, if I'm not mistaken. Just saw that Colton Ward 18 make some contact. Saw that blue machine make some contact there with turn number 2 wall. Curious if that may affect that race car there at all. The 92 of Story still pulling out ahead though. Really impressed by that. Taking a look, Thomas Hernandez in that 77. The 70 of Justin Greenlee doing pretty good here. But let's go ahead, while we got a moment here, green flag, let's go ahead and do it. Let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Inspired Cup Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. No! Yellow flag is out while we're doing our little bit of a crank it up there. Yellow flag flies out on the speedway here for the 4th time. I did not catch who that was, but I think... Let me see if my suspicion stands true. I don't know, actually. No, it was not. That was the 43 of Mike Hauser. They're involved in that one. Oh, a pinball. A lot of drivers involved. Joseph Maddox, the 42, there as well. Wow. Take it back here. Sorry, I had the wrong person. And let's back it up even more. It looks like a little late to the party here. All right, so that 3 of Peyton Boyle coming up the racetrack, the 43. They're coming down the racetrack of Mike Hauser, and Mike Hauser, 43, definitely paying the price. But as we continue to see, it did not end well for more than just him. Travis Farmer involved, Carter Schwab as well. It looks like that was the 52, Bobby Hadaway, also involved there. That 43, hard contact out there in the wall. Joseph Maddox as well getting involved in that one. The 42 of Joe White getting collected as well. A lot of guys making some hard contact there. Let's see Joe White's perspective here. Kind of already on the slowdown. Oh, wow. Nowhere to really go. Came back at him. Nothing that he could do there. Go ahead and watch it. Whoops. One more time here. I want to see the 3 of Peyton Boyle, the 77 and 19 kind of getting collected up here as well. We didn't talk too much there about that. So they all were able to save it though. Wow, what a caution on that one. A lot of one going on that 4th caution flag here tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's look at our championship points while we got a moment here. Coming into Dover, Mike Hauser on top of that list. Looking to lock himself in there to the championship chase. Elijah Fisher there in the 16. Peyton Boyle, that number 3. The 13 of Travis Farmer, just involved there in that incident, unfortunately. The 17 of Josh Henderson, your top 5. Then we got Daniel Lehman, Cade Cannon, Jeffrey Peppers, Trent Jones, Stephen Henning Jr., Ty Stone, Thomas Hernandez, Justin Greenlee, Jess Story having a good night out here tonight. There for him, back in 14th in points. Bobby Holloman, Joe White, Bobby Hadaway, Levi Ramsey, Ty Mosley, and Clayton Davis. They're your top 20 in the points. But the field out of turn number 3 and 4. Jess Story going to lead us, taking that high side. Colton Ward down there on the inside here for this green flag. Green flag back out in the air. We are coming really close to that giveaway checkpoint. So let's pull that up one more time. Coming to just under 10 laps to get your vote in. And make sure if you want to get that vote in, head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. I saw the Mad One and Emma over there on the Push Edge Productions getting in the chat over there. And I appreciate you guys stopping in over there. But make sure to get your vote counted here tonight that you hop in to that Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Inspired Racing League is the name, but the handle being Inspired iRacing League. Very important. Little determination, but make sure you pick that driver you got to win here tonight. And it would be hard pressed not to pick that 92 of Jess Story. But with how dominant he has been here tonight, my pick is going to be a little bit of a different one. But that 18 of Colton Ward, up 22 positions right now. That's what I was looking at. I don't know, somebody else in the chat already picked that, but currently up in that 3rd spot. But taking a look back, he started back in 25th, so he's made his way through this field right now. Not sure who did that. So, okay, Rob locked in for Colton. Gotcha. Okay, so Rob picked Colton there. Gotcha. Go ahead. Let's see if I can pick me another one while you guys try to get your picks in there. You know what? We're going to go one number higher. Crispy Lou over there in that number 19 machine. Nobody picked Crispy Lou. I'm going to do it. No, I won't do it to you, Rob. Don't worry. Nobody picked that 19. I'm locking that one in. Crispy Lou. But we got 4 laps to get that vote in. I see that 19's got some speed. That Flow Racing there on that car, Flow Sports, excuse me. Really super great looking hot rod right there. For that 19, I must say. One awesome paint job there for him. I'm digging it. Taking a look back out front, though, Jess Story still your race leader right now. Started out in front on the pole. Still holding it down out in front. Let's take a look. All those laps led by him. 56 laps complete. So he's led most here. Did get that lead taken away there momentarily. I do remember that. Elijah Fisher able to lead some laps as well. Saw that. Gotcha. Crispy Lou. Awesome. Got 2 more laps for that one to count and 1 more to go as we cross that stripe. That 92 out in front, though, it's hard pressed not to pick that one. I'll tell you what, he's doing such a good job at JSTO Gaming Machine. Looks like that's a Twitch handle. I think he's got a Twitch logo there, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out there, Jess Story leading this thing right now. Oh no, yellow flag! Yellow flag. Let's take a look. Hayden Williams in the 1 here involved in this one. Joseph Maddox up in the wall there. Oh, and they compressed. Oh no, Maddox. That Roku 87 to 70. Justin Greenlee, Dukes of Hazzard. Hello. I'm going to jump this thing. What just happened? What in the world just happened there to that 70? We see they compress up there, move up the racetrack to 70. Coming through the 42, trying to slam on those binders. Oh my. We got to see that 70. Where is he? Not show me his, but let's see. Here we're seeing the 20. It looks like he got involved here in something as well after the fact. It looks like Joseph Maddox, Hayden Williams, the 42 of Joe White, all involved here in this one. Hayden Williams in that 1. Oh, the 20 coming in with a late hit. Sean Hamilton also. Oh, no. Sean. Oh, boy, what a squeeze through for, I believe, that was that 78. Oh, wow, that got tight there a few times. Boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Real glad that I don't have to deal with that one. But big shout out to sponsors one more time. Inspired Marketing LLC. W Energy, make sure you use that code Inspired iRacing League for 10% off all of your W Energy. Mad Performance Paints, big shout out to you guys. I hope you got that pick in, because guess what? Lap number 67 here. Those votes have come to a close. But, fifth caution flag flying out here for tonight, it looks like. And also, big shout out Moser Racing coming aboard as well now. Really appreciate them stepping aboard as well here to the Inspired Racing League. Here with the Inspired Cup Series, Dover Motor Speedway. What a race it has been here tonight. But while we let the field stack them and rack them back up, let's go ahead, jump side by side. We will be right back. And back here at Dover Motor Speedway, about to get back racing. Jess Story, Colton Ward out in front, leading us back to the green flag. We are rack racing at Dover Motor Speedway. Lap number 69 here as we cross that stripe. Out in front, Jess Story's been the tail of Jess Story here tonight, leading the way, doing an exceptional job out in front, keeping all other drivers trying to get up there and holding them back, doing everything he can. A great job. Lehman also been up in that top 5 all night. Boyle and Ward looking pretty strong up there as well. Ramsey up in that top 5. It looks like a lot of those drivers, once they found that track position, been able to hold on to it. So really great to see. It looks like Jackson Hadaway up 14 spots, up to 6th right now. Look at that, movers and shakers as they sit. Taking a look outside that racetrack, just how cool and expansive this racetrack is. Those drivers making their way around this racetrack. An awesome view here. There, the Monster Miles out in the front. Super excited to be here at Dover, Delaware, and the Monster Mile Dover Motor Speedway. What a great time to be alive. iRacing bringing you racing this real to your homes. Everybody able to have a wheel of their choice, pedals and steering wheel, shifters, handbrakes, all sorts of cool stuff, fan boxes. We got motion, active pedals. What a time to be alive and be a sim racing fan. I'm going to tell you what, but if you are a fan of sim racing and you need some new gear, you want a new part to tinker with, make sure you go ahead and stop by Moser Racing. Get yourself a new piece of equipment. Definitely going to be worth the investment. Go check them out, and they might be that next piece to your sim rig. Make sure you use that code we got up in that logo, us.moserracing.com /ref equals Inspired iRacing League. Make sure you use that code there on checkout with Moser Racing. But taking a look at that driver up in second, looks like Rob made a pretty good choice. He's up 23 spots. That's just absolutely incredible. That 18, Colton Ward doing a great job right now. I will tell you what, moving his way up through that racetrack. Well, really cool to see that. Started back in 25th, up to second. That 18 is on some rails. here tonight, I'll tell you what. But it has been the Jess Story show out in front tonight. Started on that pole. He's led the most laps here, questionably. 70 laps of our total 77 here tonight. So what a great job by that number 92 here tonight. But while we got another moment here under green, I heard somebody chanting out a little bit of a crank it up. So we got a little bit interrupted there that first time, a caution flag coming out. So let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Inspired Racing League and the Inspired Cup Series. Let's crank it up. Thank you, thank you. Oh, another caution flag. I was just about to end to crank it up naturally, but a caution flag coming out just as I did. Caution flag number 6 out for the night. Oh, no, it looks like that driver that I picked, the 19 of Crispy Lou, involved here on this one. Oh, no. Let's take a look back here at that one. That 19 battling here with that 16 Elijah Fisher right now. Looks like he's trying to dive to that bottom. A little bit of a bump. Oh, no, he spins Elijah. Elijah Fisher coming around. And the 19 slamming on those brakes, trying not to get anybody else involved. But wow, that looked like it definitely hurt. Let's take a look back here at that one more time. A different angle. See that Flow Sports number 19 and that number 16 get together. Oh, no. Hard into that wall for the 16 of Elijah Fisher. See if I can't grab a view from his angle as well. Where is 16? Is right here. Go like that. Maybe a little bit of this action. Let's see. There we go. This will help. Oh, no. Yeah, that was a very hard hit for Elijah Fisher. Like that Domino's number 16 here this week. Gold plated almost. That thing looks really sharp here tonight, too. It was such a shame to have some damage here. Very, very unfortunate, I must say. Caution flag number 6 coming out. Let's take a look how those drivers in the championship points doing. Unfortunately, looks like one of those drivers just involved in one of those recent messes. And Hauser, we saw that 43. He was involved in one of those last incidents. He's back in 25th. Fisher back to 16th. So those two drivers coming in on top of the points. Not able to capitalize here early so far, but may able to suffice a good night here at the end. But we're going to have to see about that one. Peyton Boyle, that number 3. He's up in the top 10. He's in 9th. Farmer in that 13. He's all the way back in 26th. He's got some work to do there as well. And Henderson, he's up in the top 10 there with Boyle. Up our furthest driver ahead here in the top 5 of the points, up in 6th. So doing a good job. Definitely doing pretty good. But let's go ahead and take a look at our top 10 getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Levi Ramsey, Cade Cannon out in front. I do believe Levi Ramsey, that leader. Cade Cannon going to be on the inside, but not the leader here. Chris Lyotta moving his way forward in that 69. Saw a little bit of struggles there earlier from him. Maxwell Tigner, Josh Henderson, Thomas Hernandez, William Carter, Trent Green, Peyton Boyle, and Colton Ward. Your top 10 as we get ready to go back green flag racing here at Dover Motor Speedway, the field. Getting ready to crank it back up. Cade Cannon, Levi Ramsey out on the front row. The 6 caution flag is done for. We are back into that Echo Park restart zone. Back racing Levi. What a great jump out front. Oh no! Around goes Thomas Hernandez there in the 77 pileup. We got a part shop here on the front straightaway. Oh gosh. That just about collected everybody. Looking at my screen right now, William Carter, Ty Wilson, Bobby Hadaway, Elijah Fisher, Bobby Holloman, Thomas Hernandez, Trent Green, Jeff Peppers, Ty Wilson again, Elijah Fisher again, Miguel Carrera, Bobby Holloman again, all getting together. Let's take a look. I don't even know where to look. See that 77 coming around. Trent Green in that 07 push to add Sim Sports machine, just nowhere to go. The 83 as well, that 92 there getting involved. The 10, the 20, the 55 of Ty Wilson. Good to see him out there getting some laps. That 83 also involved there. Oh my gosh, a few drivers back there able to stomp on those brakes. Let's see, I want to see from the nose of Elijah Fisher. I'm very curious what that looked like. Let's see if I can make that happen here. Let's see. No, it did not work, but we can. Oh, keeps it off. Wow, there, yeah, that track just shutting down out there in front of him. That's incredible. Great job. Just come to a stop. Not get involved in that. Elijah Fisher preaching, you got to come to a stop, come to a stop. And guess what? Showing exactly what you got to do. Leading by example right there. I love it. Elijah Fisher, the owner here of the Inspired Racing League. That was a perfect example to some of these new drivers and drivers that just need a reminder sometimes. Hey, just get on those brakes and come to a stop early there. Great job there by Elijah, I must say. But while we're under caution flag, I'm going to go ahead. I need one more sip of that sweet tea. I'm so sorry. I haven't been too interactive out there with chat here tonight. I've had quite a bit going on here tonight. A little bit behind the scenes as well, but great job. 7th caution flag out tonight for the Cup Series. Big shout out, Moser Racing, Mad Performance Paints, W Energy, Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you guys for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League, but we will be right back here. Greg Thielsen for Push to Edge Productions. Stick around. Green flag action from Dover, Delaware, the Monster Mile, Dover Motor Speedway when we return. Back here, Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway, one of my favorite racetracks because it is definitely a driver's racetrack. You gotta be up on the wheel here at Dover. But I appreciate everybody out there in the chat. See some new faces as well. Thank you guys so much. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check us out every time that we go live, whether you're over on the Push to Edge Productions YouTube or on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Make sure you hit both like buttons and both subscribe buttons. Make sure you don't miss anything here. But we are going back. Green flag racing. Green flag is out. Levi Ramsey, Cade Cannon making their way out in front. This field doing a great job here. 90 laps. Next time by complete a scheduled 125 here so far tonight. The field Definitely doing a great job moving and shaking. I'll tell you what, some great side-by-side battles as we watch Levi Ramsey up front. A little bit pulling away, but side-by-side back here. Jackson Hadaway making some moves in that number 7 machine. Passing that 26 there of Maxwell Tigner. Bobby Hadaway able to follow through in that 52 there as well. But out front, new race leader Peyton Boyle able to get around that number 6 machine and lead their lap number 91. New race leader there, that number 3. That Budweiser machine able to get out front. Good to see. Go ahead, do a little bit of a rundown on our top 10. Now Levi Ramsey, that 6 machine, back to 2nd currently. Jackson Hadaway currently back in 3rd place. Cade Cannon running up in 4th in that number 9 machine. Then side by side, battling for 5th. Chris Lyotta up in 5th, but Bobby Hadaway making a look at it there in that 52 back in 6th. Daniel Lehman there in that 10. He's making a look to that bottom, trying to find that 6th position as well. A little farther back in 8th, Josh Henderson in that 17. He's doing pretty well as well. And then Jess Story led most of the laps out here tonight in that 92 machine. 75 laps. Back up to 9th. Then that next driver, that 26, Maxwell Tigner, currently back. Oh no, yellow flag is back out. Story in the wall there. Oh no. Not what we want to see. Let's take a look back. What happened here? It looked like it was a little bit up a ways. These guys just possibly getting involved. It was Daniel Lehman. Oh no, Story just getting involved there in somebody else's mess. Hard into that outside wall there as well. See if we can find Daniel Lehman in that 10. Where is Daniel? There he is. Back to this yellow flag here. Looks like Lehman, contact from that 62, putting him in the wall there. And he made contact with that inside wall a little bit, and Story getting connected there as well. Peppers dropping to that inside. Fisher getting a little sideways, getting it woed up as well. Let's take one more look back at this from a different angle. Yeah, hitting that wall. Coming down on that 10. Very unfortunate. 7th caution flag out tonight. Luckily, nobody else other than that 92 is Story involved, but very unfortunate for Story because he definitely had some hard contact there. Yeah, you see that right front not doing that well at all. It is not moving. Yeah, unfortunately, they're going to have to get to work there on that one. A lot of great cars getting put out of the race tonight here. But I'm going to jump out one more time. I'm going to do something real quick. We will be right back. Stick around. Green flag action coming back at you here from Dover. Inspired Cup Series. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Push to Edge Productions. We will be right back. Back here at Dover, Delaware, the field double file once again. Take a look at our top 10. Peyton Boyle, Jackson Hadaway going to start out in front. Cade Cannon, Levi Ramsey, Maxwell Tigner, Josh Henderson, William Carter, Colton Ward, Daniel Lehman, and Crispy Lou, your top 10. Getting ready to go back green, that pace car. Diving down there into pit lane through turn number 4 into that Echo Park restart zone we go. Green flag back out in the air. That 3 of Peyton Boyle. What a great jump out in front there. That race leader choosing that outside lane. That outside lane has been pretty strong here so far on these restarts. Oh no, Boyle out into the outside wall. Hannon, Hadaway, and Ramsey all getting by. Now Ramsey, your new race leader here. That number is 6767. I know you guys were going to tell me to do it, so I did it. But 6 out front, Levi Ramsey, followed by that 7, Jackson Hadaway. There for all you youngins. I know you guys love that, so I got you. But yeah, 6 and the 7 out in front, leading the way. Doing pretty good at that, because Ramsey found his way out front and had some success. Able to find that track position and definitely make it count there. The 17, he's looking like he's going to make a run for it. There on the bottom of the 3, Peyton Boyle side by side, down the back straightaway. Does he get that position? No, yes he does. Clears them through 3 and 4. Boyle back to 5th now in that number 3. Starting off with that race lead there on the restart, and had a good restart, but got himself into that outside wall and started falling back a little bit. Ward looking for that spot as well, and that 18, little bit of a bump there to the 3. 23 to go as we cross the stripe. That number 6 doing everything he can to lead these laps right now. Hope you guys having a great Monday night. Oh no, yellow flag is back out. See if we can find out who all is involved here in this one. See if we got anybody slow. We're back here. I saw Peppers. Why are you back here, Holloman? Let's take a look. Let's see. Back here, Holloman's view was not him. Oh, we found it. Peyton Boyle in the 3. Oh, no. What happened to Peyton? Oh, boy, oh, boy. Hard lick. Very, very hard lick there. Wow. That was a very, very hard hit. It almost looked like a 26 of Maxwell Tigner got into that number 3, but I don't think that they actually did. That kind of did look like a case of a lag hit one more time. I'm not sure. I hate to blame it on lag, but that one kind of had the evidence written all over it. They did not touch, I don't think. I'm going to look at a few different camera views. Yeah, they definitely did not touch, but the game definitely thought they did. So, but Peyton Boyle bringing out that 9th caution flag here tonight, unfortunately for him. I got my sweet tea. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate you so, so much. Fortunately, yeah, Rob, it happens, man. It definitely happens, buddy. Sorry, pal. Caged Ego out there in the chat. Appreciate you being so active out there, Teresa. Thank you, thank you. Matt, Performance Imaging. Thank you stopping by. Cody Jacobs. Thank you. Scott, Harvick to win. Thank you, pal. Jaquavius, thank you for stopping by there as well. Hey, hey. Thank you for stopping by. I see you out there as well. Jason Williams stopping by out in the chat. Neckerbecky out there getting some chat going. I appreciate it very, very much, buddy. See, scrolling through the chat, trying to see who we got here. Looking at our top 10, because we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here as well. Looks like Ramsey, Cannon, Henderson, Tigner, Carter, Lyota, Attaway, Lehman, Ward, and Fisher. Going to be your top 10 here. Still trying to see. Thanks, Caitlin. I saw you out there pretty active earlier as well. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Emma was out there. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if I thanked you already. Inspired Bookkeeper. Climb the Grid. The Mad One stopping by. Everybody that stopped by, thank you. Everybody watching the recorded video, thank you so much. Hope you guys having a great night. Looking forward to that top 10. Getting us back fired off here. Levi Ramsey, Cade Cannon out in front. That pace car down to pit lane. Green flag. Back out on the speedway. Levi Ramsey back out in front. Wow. What a great jump for that number 6. Looks like old designs on the side of that machine here tonight. 19 laps to go. I'm going to tell you what. Looks like Emma distracted by Raw. Gotcha. A little bit of WWE going on tonight. That's okay. Look like Elijah Fisher side by side there with that number 77 of Hernandez. That's a good battle there between Domino's and Bass Pro Shops there on those two race cars. Gotta love it. Love the gold on Elijah's car in that 16, because that is just... I love the chrome spec map gold. They just really, really pop. But we see Chris Lyota right here in that battle. That's a battle kind of for the 5th spot. Lyota up in 5th. The 26 dropping back. He was 5th. Now Chris up to 4th. I think Lehman off the pace. He does drop down there. Excuse me. That was Hernandez. He had a bad run right there. Something happened. 3 wide up ahead. Fisher down on the bottom. Lyota battling it out. They're in the top 5. This is getting very, very spicy. I'm going to tell you what. Back here for this top 5. All the way back to about 9th. This battle really beginning to be that headliner right now. Take a look, though. Levi Ramsey out ahead. Let's see just how he's doing to that driver there behind him. Of course, a few laps ago, yellow flag, but Levi Ramsey starting to lose just a little bit of time to that number 9 of Cade Cannon. Not sure how many laps yet that he's going to be able to catch him, but no, it looks like he lost a little bit of time that last lap. Was gaining time there, but take a look at that for that race win. Ramsey really doing out well, really good with that clean air. Very important to that number 6 right now. Doing a great job out front. I will tell you what. Oh, contact there for Ward out in the wall. I also saw Hernandez there make some contact with that wall as well. Wow, oh wow, 12 laps to go here at Dover. Sorry, not sorry. No worries, Emma, I know. 12 laps to go at Dover. This is definitely starting to get spicy up here for the top 5. Elijah Fisher moving his way up a little bit. He's up 8 spots right now. Hadaway up 19. He's the biggest mover. Oh, no, excuse me. He's up 15. Ward up 19. Up in that 6th spot in that 18 machine. He's doing very well. Oh, no, the Henderson, number 17 with a big blink. Up there in 2nd. This is kind of the battle for second. Levi Ramsey, kind of the class of the field right now, out in front. You see that gap, a full second out in front right now. That battle definitely for that second position right now. And they are going at it, but look at that. Elijah Fisher, the 16 up to second here late. What a great job. Take a look. See, he's that second place driver here in the championship. Hauser, fortunately, up to 23rd there. Boyle, 17th. Farmer back in 26th. And Henderson up in the top 5, up in 5th. But look at that for the race lead. Fisher going for it. Side by side with Ramsey. 8 laps to go. Elijah Fisher is your new race leader. That number 16, I told you, he was on the move there, making his way forward, trying to get to that race lead, and guess what? He's done it. That number 16, 7 laps to go as we cross that stripe. That Domino's number 16 really doing very well tonight. This late race here. Already led a few laps out here tonight. Already led 5. There's lap number 6 right there in the books. And guess what? 6 laps to go as we cross that stripe. This thing is about to get spicy. Jackson Hadaway, Colton Ward back in second and third. Let's take a look there from the nose of Ward. Back here in third spot right now. 5 laps to go as we come to the stripe. Sporky on that hood. We are watching Colton Ward trying to take it to that number 7. Jackson Hadaway up ahead. And Elijah Fisher in that 16. Right now, your race leader. Oh no! Hadaway in the wall. Ward as well. Following him up there. That was not what either of those drivers wanted to see. Fisher might start pulling a little bit more of a gap here. 4 laps to go here at Dover. Really appreciate you guys sticking around. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Inspired Marketing LLC, W Energy. Make sure you use code Inspired iRacing League for your 10% off all your W Energy. Mad Performance Paints. Big shout out to you guys. And Moser Racing. Thank you for everything that you do for the Inspired Racing League and the Inspired Cup Series here tonight. But guess what? 2 to go for that driver of the number 16, Elijah Fisher. That Domino's gold-plated or gold-reflective machine. 2 to go. Can he get it done here at Dover, Delaware? What a night. These drivers all been putting on a great race here tonight. Does Hadaway have enough? Jackson in that number 7. Ward, Colton Ward in the 18, back in third. Off a turn, number 4, Elijah Fisher. Back to back. I do believe here at Dover, he won at Michigan here with the Cup Series. Going to 3 on the series here in season number 3. What a great run. Wow, oh wow. Elijah Fisher coming home out on top. He got it done at Dover. That is what counts right here. Great job. Hadaway able to hold on to second. Oh, a little bit of wrecking back there. Ward coming around. Not sure. I think that looked kind of like an accident after slowing down, but your Dover winner there, Elijah Fisher, here in this number 16. What a night. Dover, Delaware, putting on an amazing show here all night long. A way to charge back through the field. Elijah Fisher doing a little bit of a celebratory lap here. Coming up to that start finish line, we see he did this last week. His signature burnout up at that start finish line, burning it down here. What a great job there by Elijah Fisher. That number 16 Domino's machine getting it done here tonight. Wow, oh wow. What can I say here? Teammate Joseph Maddox, they're pulling up in celebration of that teammate's win there. Little bit of donuts as well here at Dover. Elijah Fisher celebrating that win. Wow, 125 laps here. Look like they're going to do a little bit of a burnout on each other's noses there. That looks awesome. At 87, looks like he came home back in 22nd there, but great job celebrating with that teammate there. Go ahead, run over to our race results here. Check out how these drivers did here tonight. The Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series. Elijah Fisher coming out, your race winner, out on top. 13 laps led. That Mad Falcon Motorsports number 16. What a great job for him, buddy. About a half second back, that number 7 Sprite Machine of Jackson Hadaway doing a great job here tonight. Landing himself in second, and just side by side, I would assume that 18 of Colton Ward, 7/10 of a second back from that race leader. Wow, what a great finish there by them. We're going to have to see if we take a look back at that, quite possibly. But a mile racetrack, 127 miles complete, because it's just over a mile here. And we did go 125 laps when our scheduled distance here tonight. 6 green flag lead changes between 4 different drivers, so that's a good one there. 9 caution flags here for a total of 27 laps. Not too bad there for those drivers. Colton Ward coming home with that hard charger of 22 spots. Such a great run from that 18 up to 3rd. So 25th to 3rd, a good run there for that 18 camp. Jess Story, the most laps led, but unable to get it done. I think he got involved there a little bit late with some somebody there coming home 21st there, 2 laps down. So unfortunate there for that number 92 machine for Jess Story. Pole position, the most laps led, but unfortunate. The fastest driver with the fastest lap out here tonight, Colton Ward as well. So you see that 18 was fast out here tonight. We'll have to talk to him about that. A 22.465. A good job there by all the drivers here tonight. What a amazing race. I just can't put into words. These drivers doing a great job here tonight. That was a fun one to watch. I will tell you what. I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there in the chat. I saw Neckerbecky out there. Teresa, definitely very vocal. Rob, KG Go, Toothless TTV out there as well. Once again, Emma was stopping by there. Cody Jacobs, thank you, pal, for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. I don't see anyone else very recently, but if you're here and you're watching, know that I do very much appreciate you. Very, very much. Taking a look at the back of Miles there. And guess what? Elijah Fisher coming home out on top. He's in that victory lane here. We are about to head over to victory lane here momentarily. Stick around. We're going to jump over there, get in touch there with that race leader, or winner, excuse me, Elijah Fisher. That second place driver, Jackson Hadaway, Colton Ward, doing a great job out there in that 18. We'll talk to him here as well. For Push to Edge Productions, Greg Chilson, I just thank you guys so much. Inspired Marketing LLC, thank you for everything that you guys do for the league. W Energy, Mad Performance Paints, Moza Racing, thank you guys all for coming aboard and helping the Inspired Racing League be all that they can be, and for everything that they do, because they do some amazing things here. But we are going to be right back. Hang out and hang tight. We will be in Victory Circle in no time. Stick around. We will be right back. All right, we have made it over to victory lane here at Dover Motor Speedway, getting together with that race winner, Elijah Fisher, that number 16 Domino's machine, bright gold. I remarked about that a few times tonight because that was one sweet looking paint out there, because definitely caught your eye, that reflective gold. Definitely looking good out there, buddy. But tell me a little bit about how Dover, Delaware treated you tonight. I think you came home 12 or 16 laps led, so you had a little bit of time out front there before you captured that checkered flag here tonight at the Monster Mile. Tell me just how you did it here.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was sitting in pit road with 2.5 minutes of damage at one point, and I just thought, well, we'll just try to salvage what we can. And um, yeah, that was wild. I mean, I got all the damage fixed for the most part. Right front was still not pointed the right direction by any means, and um, I don't know. I think there was a tire advantage. I couldn't be sure, but I learned my lesson to not take tires too many dang times, so we put them back on, and I'm just glad that last run was able to go green. I really didn't think I was going to have the opportunity. I think when I got up to about fifth place there, and then everybody started to fade back, and I don't know if I was just driving it a little bit differently, but this is kind of, I guess, just my theme. I feel slow in practice, but when it's race pace, there's something I can figure out for the end of the run, and it proved again.
Well, definitely a great run. Driving through the field up to first place, up 11 spots from your starting spot back in 12th. Was that kind of a theme of the night, working your way through that field here? Starting in a little bit of the middle of the field and then finding your way out front. I think it was a little bit later. I think it was a caution flag. You didn't pit. You took over that lead at one point.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I figured those tires weren't going to work. I mean, we kept having some cautions, and so I kind of banked on just another one. Probably a poor call if that's normally a green flag race, but considering the trend lately, I wanted to get a little bit of information, and found out it wasn't really worth it to be on older tires. So I got that pit stop, but yeah, it was kind of a theme, just working our way through the field. But I'm just gonna say this: some people, some drivers are probably a little bit upset with how their race goes, but I'm just gonna tell you again, it's the same thing with Michigan. You just gotta persevere and just try to not get involved in stuff. Like I'm just trying to take care of my car as best as I can, and I mean, I slapped the wall pretty hard myself, and I made a good mistake, and we ended up getting involved in an incident at one point. But that's the thing, you just can't ever give up. You got to fix the damage as best you can, keep on going. I mean, this is why I tell people all the time, you never know, you could have, I mean, 2 minutes and 25 seconds of damage and still come back and get it. It's um, just take care of the
can
stuff.
Happen.
Exactly. Just gotta try to survive, and that's the thing is, just I feel like I can credit myself so many times. I just don't try to put myself in bad spots or put other people in bad spots, and that usually results in, well, back-to-back wins now.
Yeah, doing a great job of that. I touched on that there. Winning back at Michigan, that same celebratory burnout there on the stripe is becoming infamous now, looking pretty good out there. I love it. I love it. But that paint scheme, we don't see that one back on the track because that black and gold sure was pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind seeing it black and white. That might be a little good switch up there. That would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll have to consider that. I gotta, of course, shout out Joseph Maddox for the beautiful paint schemes every week. I might bring it back next week. I told you I was going to do it for Michigan, but obviously we had more important things to put on the car. But we brought it back here. I think we'll do it again. I got to at this point.
Yeah, it might be that lucky winning charm there. Who knows? We don't know. We're going to find out, though. Let's see, put it to the test there. But once again, congratulations, Elijah Fisher coming home out on top. The winner here at Dover. Such a great time talking with you there, pal. A little bit about your race, but who made it happen here? What gets it done here at the Inspired Racing League? Of course, being the owner, too. So a little bit of a self-boost here. Coming home winner at your own league.
Oh yeah, I get my rear end handed to me a couple times.
You
man.
do.
I mean, every race I go into these, I'm like, I don't know, I don't think that's gonna be the one. But like I said, perseverance. But yeah, first things first, I got to thank, of course, my best friend Denny Hamlin. Love these tracks and learning everything off of what he's done over the years at these tracks. I don't know.
I just twitched, but it's okay.
No, of course. But really a credit to kind of some of the racing I do from him, just watching his Dover lines and stuff, got some stuff figured out. But yeah, I got to thank my mom, of course, for supporting me as always, family for watching, all you guys, shout out. Big shout out to the other admins, of course, that help make this happen and help put these things on. I want to actually shout out Jackson Hadaway. He was racing me very clean in this race, and I wanted him to get his first win, but this is kind of a competitive. I mean, it is competitive, right? And I feel bad for him, but man, if he just keeps having runs like that and just kind of figures those things out, he's going to be in victory lane in a short amount of time here. But shout out to him for racing me clean. Of course, I got to thank Joseph Maddox for the paint scheme and the Mad Performance Designs, of course. Thank you for putting on the broadcast and making it happen. And last but not least, most importantly, got to thank the good man upstairs.
Yeah, definitely a great race here tonight. Well, before I do let you go, though, we're heading to Charlotte here next week. 167 laps around Charlotte. Me and Charlotte, a very love-hate relationship there off of turn number 4. I realized running that high side the way that I like to there at Charlotte is a very tricky, hard spot to be put in. So what's your strategy here coming into Charlotte? And specifically turn 4. Just get me a little insight there from another driver.
Oh, man. I'm not the one to ask about it. I don't know. Me and Charlotte are also in a love-hate relationship, but I definitely, I like the characteristics of the track. It reminds me of an old, Atlanta before the repave and reconfig. I don't know. I really like the paint myself, running them left sides on that paint and trying to save the tire, a little Kevin Harvick-esque, but you're right, that top lane can feed in. Usually, I guess, off at turn 4. I mean, my biggest thing is just don't get too close to the wall. It turns down really sharp at the end of the corner. So if you're already tight, it's not going to be ideal really to be up there. So you kind of got to give yourself a little room on the exit, and it's a little bit loose. But I think these Gen 6 cars, especially it'll be a night race, it's probably going to be like a, I don't know, a mini super speedway, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting. But I suck at play tracks if we got drafted, stuff like that involved. But,
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. That is for sure. Charlotte, always a little bit of a one of those. It's kind of like a new Atlanta, almost like kind of drafty now that they reconfigured it, more of a progressive banking a little bit. It's a little bit different. I tend to stick to that high side, being a dirt track racer, sticking it to that wall, kind of where I'm comfortable. I watch Larson do it there a lot, and that's kind of where I get my driving. Definitely with that Denny, man. Oh, but yeah, great job coming home out on top tonight. One time, one more. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you next week, pal. Have a great one.
thank you.
All right. Let's see. I don't have these other drivers here in chat, so give me one more moment. We are going to be right back. All right, kind of just waiting for those drivers to filter in here so I can get to talk to Jackson Hadaway and Colton Ward. Trying to at least. Hopefully, they have not disappeared yet. But stick around. We're gonna try to get these drivers here, finish up this podium celebration. We will be right back. Right, looks like unfortunately I can't get a hold of either of those drivers. So congratulations there, Jackson Hadaway in that number 7 coming home second. Colton Ward coming home third there. Unfortunately, not able to talk to those drivers. We got to talk to Elijah Fisher. I'm still trying to give them a little bit of time. So while we give them one more moment, let's go ahead. We are going to look at those race results one more time. Of course, Eliza Fisher coming home. Your race winner, Jackson Hadaway, Colton Ward. Waiting for those drivers to join. Looking like might not be coming back, fortunately. But I do also want to give a big thank you to all those sponsors. Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you for everything that you do. I know you guys are a big role here in the Inspired Racing League, of course. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints. Did we get a winner here tonight? Did somebody pick Elijah, guessing Teresa again and going 4 in a row? But we'll see about that there in chat. I want to thank you guys all out in chat. Rob, Cage Ego, Emma, Cody. Thank you guys being here. Teresa, thank you. Thank you. Did we have a winner? Trying to look through. Anybody pick Elijah Fisher? Somebody did, you say, babe? All right, we're going to watch out for that. Let me know if you find out who. I just want to go through, thank everybody. Mad Performance Imaging came out here as well. I saw a bunch of people out here. Jaquavius as well. We saw Jason Williams stopping by, Inspired Bookkeeper. Looks like Neckerbecky won. Good to see Timothy Neckerbecky, that number 78 machine, coming home winner of that paint. That Push Ed Sim Sports machine might be looking a little hot rod it out next time you see it. I'd have to give him those logos so he can get that completed. That'd be cool. But yeah, taking a look at those results. Dover Motor Speedway, 125 laps, 6 green flag lead changes, 9 caution flags for 27 laps. Colton Ward plus 22. So I definitely want to talk to these guys if I can. I'm trying to give them much time as I can, and they're not responding quite yet. So Just Story, the most laps led with 75 out here. The pole sitter as well. Colton Ward with that fastest lap out there. Great job by him. Big shout out Daniel Lehman coming 5th. Josh Henderson 6th. Levi Ramsey. Chris Lyota with the top 10. Cade Cannon and Maxwell Tigner rounding out that top 10. We see Trent Green in that Push Ed Sim Sports number 07 coming home 12th. Great to see that for him. Mike Hauser, Justin Greenlee, Joseph Maddox, Just Story, all in the 20s. Hayden Williams, Travis Farmer, Carter Schwab there. Aaron Stanton and Carson Collins coming out at the end there, 31st, 32nd here tonight. Also see Peppers up there with a 16th, Hadaway with a 15th, Carrera with 14th, White 17th, Boyle, Holloman, Wilson with a top 20. Look at that. That's amazing to see there. Yeah, great job, all the drivers, all the admins. Appreciate you guys for everything that you do. Thank you to all the fans stopping by. Looks like these drivers not going to be taking interviews because neither of them have responded quite yet still. So we're going to have to get out of here, but let's look at that championship top 5 before we do skedaddle. Looks like Elijah Fisher, the 16, winning it. That green P1 there in second in the top 5 of the points. Hauser there in first, coming home P23. So that'd be some good points there for Fisher. Boyle, unfortunately, back in 18th. Farmer back in 26th there in the 13. The 17 of Henderson, a good top 10 in P6. So a few of those top 5 drivers having a good night out here tonight. But for Greg Tilson, Push to Edge Productions, whether you were hanging out here on the Push to Edge Productions YouTube, I see a few guys out there. We saw Brackenshire out there stopping by over there. I appreciate that. Emma stopped by over there as well. The Mad One stopped by over there. And thank you, everybody, here at the Inspired iRacing League YouTube as well. Dual streaming here tonight. Super stoked to be using Restream to do that. They've been doing a great job, so I cannot complain at all about that. But for Greg Tilson, Push the Edge Productions, until next time, push the edge and find the limit.